Hi, Gemini. What's up? So, Gemini, this is going to be your eclipse reading. This is the Feminine Inquisition. My name is Tiffany. We are going to just do a 4-card board. It's not going to flip out like that. I'm going to take it from the top. And it's going to go over one thing that you admit to you about yourself, right? One thing that you're willing to release. One thing that you're willing to protect. And one thing that you don't know, that you can't see coming. Just to tell you right now that the full moon is having a lunar eclipse. It's in Pisces, which is where the north node is. The south node is in Virgo. That is the axis of change. That is the axis of releasing anything that gets in our way, most importantly physically, but also, you know, in our dreamscape, in our dream world. So much of this eclipse will be about revealing to you what's stagnated, what's not worth it, what's not working, and how you've participated in it, how you've made it so, and how you can own that. And from that awareness, simply you can release and move to and progress to a different timeline. Okay, so let's go ahead and see how we can work with what we're working with. Show me, Gemini, please, for this eclipse. Here we go. So, for you, Gemini, at the top, what is it that you will admit to yourself? You are a free bird. This is the Fool. This is the Circle of Life Tarot. You admit that you are fearless, that you are almost careless, that you can reset tabula rasa, that there is nothing that you can't get through, there is nothing that you cannot adapt from, there is nothing that you cannot overcome, there is nothing that you need to hold on to, there is nothing that you can't say goodbye to. You are prepared, willing, ready to take the comedy of the entirety of life. And that is really super Gemini, right? Because this is a Mercurian trickster kind of archetype, which is your ruling planet. So that's cool. We know that about you, and it's fairly obvious, self-evident. However, what you release is the Hermit. Now, if what you disconnect from, say goodbye to, and depart ways with is self-reflection, you will not evolve, and you will not gain the wisdom from the experience. Furthermore, you will not complete the 2-part pact that is the Hermit, which is that your responsibility is to take the wisdom that you've received from your life and share it. What is wisdom if it is not shared? So you're letting go of the Hermit. And I have a question for you. Is it because when you do self-reflect, you become morbid? Or because you don't know how to follow a thought, because your mind moves too fast? Have you not developed a patient enough practice with staying with one thought, tracing it along the lines of its growth as it splits and it goes in different directions like roots of a tree? Is it hard for you? Do you need to slow down? Do you need to learn how to slow down so that you can stay with your thoughts to understand, well, why you're here? Because if you just go ahead and say, no, I'm going to believe that and I'm going to hold on to, and this is the truth that I claim, I am the Fool, tabula rasa, well, that's great. Clearing out the old energy so that you can start again that's perfect. Transformation is what we must go through several times in this life. But if you do that without any cognizance of what you previously experienced and how you've completed it, right? Not achieved, because completion energy is kind of different, but just to be complete with it as it is, but really sit with it. If you haven't done that, which you're showing me by Hermit, if you haven't done that, then it's just naivete. You're just living in this kind of carefree way where maybe you don't have a commitment to responsibility. And if you're not responsible, you're not really free. Because with freedom is true responsibility. And it's that responsibility which instills freedom in other people. This is why this is an essential energy. The Fool is what sets everyone free. Because what you overcome And how you overcome it is what inspires other people to recognize that their life isn't that fucking bad. And if you can do it, they can do it. And all we have are these experiences. We have this one short life to create as many lives as we possibly can. And if we want to love ourselves, we have to love everything that we have ever been through. No one ever died from emotions. No one ever died from self-reflection. It does lead to some bad choices, or at least it can, but that's devil energy, and that's a management, that's a coping issue. But facing the emotions and sitting with it, there is wisdom in that. Looks like to me, Gemini, this eclipse is you skipping over a little puddle. Let's keep going and we'll see what we have, okay? So one of the things that you said, a gift or blessing that you're going to protect, is the Three of Swords. You want to remember this pain. So you want to walk away from the healing and looking at your part in it. But you want to hold on to the pain. You know what I'm going to say. All right, I'm going to leave that like that because I know you got me. Where we are, what you don't see is the Wheel of Fortune. Change is afoot. Change is here. Change is happening. Now, I know that you showed me the Fool, so you're ready for change, right? You have begun to initiate it. At the bottom of the deck, I have the Three of Wands. Normally, this is a waiting card, but here in this deck, it's a victorious card. You've been waiting for this change for some time, but you're telling me that you're holding on to and protecting the Three of Swords. How is that a place of manifestation? After the Three of Wands, I've got the Emperor. You have big, big plans in mind. You see yourself as a very big role here in the future. You take the Fool to then elevate to the Emperor. But this is what comes with you, the Five of Cups. The past. The sadness. I just want you to take a closer look. We're talking about the eclipse, and we have all the planets here in alignment. The moon, the sun, and the entire zodiac. And you can see the dragon that surrounds it, and it's on a beetle. So these things move without any help from you, right? And you don't have to acknowledge them. You don't need to care about astrology for astrology to care about you at all. You don't need life to throw you curveballs for you to tabula rasa and take another chance, right? You can just get up at bat. Get up, do the talking, meet the person, full energy. I bring this, I work this, I make this. Yeah. You can become constantly excited about things and start new endeavors. But there is wisdom that you are releasing. And part of this message is what you're saying is, I'd rather not know. And that's okay if that's what you want to say. I'd rather not know. I've seen a few things, and I think it's better if I don't know. I can move better if I don't know. I would strongly suggest that you look at where Virgo is in your chart, because Virgo is the Hermit, and where Mercury is right now is in Virgo. So it would be really nice, I think, for you to find the thread of life that this is connected to. So if you decide, tabula rasa, I can move better if I don't know, I release the Hermit. You release the healing. because you hold on to only the pain. And it's not pain of the actual emotional nature, it's pain of the mind. And when you approach the Wheel of Fortune, because the lesson is coming to you, right? This is what you can't see. There's an opportunity that's going to arrive like this, just swirling in your direction. And when it comes to you, and your mind is going to interact with this Wheel of Fortune, the field will have your pain in it. This is completion, you see? So I am hoping that the opportunity is one that you have been waiting for, and it does take you to this Emperor place. But I hope that there is some peace, some aspect, some dialogue, some conversation, some reflection that brings you closer to understanding that these also need to be faced. The Three of Swords and the Five of Cups. The mental gymnastics of the expectation of what you didn't receive from some experience in the past, where you only see it in one way because you didn't take the healing. You went through it. The Hermit shared with you the insights of the moon, the pages that mattered for your particular situation, and you said, got it, deuces. I got a silly outfit to wear and a place to go. So I really appreciate you, but I'll take my swords and I'll take my chances. I've been waiting for this. Okay, comment, tell me what you've been going through. Tell me what you're waiting for. Tell me how it goes. Ciao.